What's
What's up?
what's up, guys? Welcome back. New
Happy
year.
New Year.
Happy
Yeah.
New Year, guys. Yeah.
Uh, so what have you been up to, Joanne? How was your New Year and Christmas?
I have been with my family, and I got the honor this year of playing Santa for the little ones. So that was quite
Uh-huh.
nice. Yeah, yeah. I got to put up a show for my little cousins. So that
You,
was
you just shaved the beard today, especially for the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Exactly,
See,
exactly.
I haven't even done it yet. This is all I can grow so far.
Yeah, yeah. Other than that, watched outside my window here for New Year's the celebrations. That was nice. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
What you been up to, Rez?
Oh, Christmas with the family. Brought a lot of stuff for the company, a lot of cameras and that. So next time we have an event, we're gonna have a lot more equipment to bring with us. Also went to New York for just between Christmas and New Year, which was great. Um, Checked out the UFC gym there in Soho,
Mm,
which was a really great place as well.
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Just wanted to say as well, thanks to everyone that has watched and shared our last podcast.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thanks. Yeah.
yeah, so Joe Rogan has called Joanne to say before Kanye West, Joanne's going in first, and ESPN, sorry I turned you down, but we're doing our own thing here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's get to it with the first bit of UFC news, because this is a UFC special, by the way,
Yes.
if
Yeah.
nobody knew. So
Let's go.
yeah, let's see what happened. So UFC 232, the craziness which ensued.
Yeah. The Jones thing really got to take up all the spotlight coming into the event, and I mean I enjoyed it. I mean, as you all might know if you watched the first podcast, I'm not really that into MMA just yet, but I mean this has been real fun following. Yeah.
You got the drama show that you
Yes.
wanted.
Yes.
See, me, I'm all about action, and I'm like, let's not do this kind of stuff. But hey, the drama show that was something.
Hmm.
So anyone that lives under a rock or something, John Jones was actually failed a USADA drug test for the same metabolite that was found in him that he was uh, shit. What's the words? He was suspended for. There we go.
Hmm.
It's like English isn't my first language. So yeah, the whole event was moved from Las Vegas to LA.
Yep.
The whole
That's
event.
yep.
Uh,
270 miles. That's quite a bit.
yeah, here's the problem that I'm having with this, and that is that the UFC didn't like make any transport or anything for the fans that bought tickets for the Las Vegas event. All that they done was they refunded all of the ticket prices, and then just an hour before the LA tickets went on sale, previous ticket holders were able to buy the tickets first.
Yep.
That's it.
But it's something. It's basically them handling their part of the economic downset for their fans, even if they've had a massive downset in travel and all that. They took care of their part, I suppose.
Because what I'm thinking is this is a company that has sold for $4 billion.
Yep.
So this company should have money now. It really should. And to like what I would have done was either to set up transportation for all the people that are in Las Vegas. I
Yep.
mean, the UFC company, they're getting buses for their fighters to travel from the hotel to the arena. Why not get a cheap bus company from Las Vegas to just transport all of the fans that meet up at the arena where it was supposed to be in Las Vegas
Yep.
and drive them to LA and then drive them back?
Yeah.
I mean, to get a hotel, to get all this like travel and accommodation during the holiday season, that's just ridiculous. That's what I think.
Mm.
So bad UFC. Or what else they could have done, and this was actually a thing that a lot of people were saying, is that um, the whole event should have been in the same arena in Las Vegas, but then just to send a live feed of Jones and Gustafsson fighting from an empty arena in Las Vegas, just,
Oh.
just so they could get, because they were saying the match has to be tonight, like the
Yeah.
match has to be now. So just for that, like, I don't think the fans would have thought that was that bad. I mean, they still got to sit through a whole event. They still got to sit through some great fights that we'll talk
Yeah,
about later. And yeah, so as you can see, Alex's t-shirt here saying no doping, and
yeah,
yeah, it really got under everyone's skin, I think, and I also feel sorry for the media that was there and had to change location as well.
yeah. Yeah,
So
it was a big downside. I like Gustafsson having fun with it in the pre-fight interviews. I think he was a really good sport about it, and he played a very subtle role of sort of poking Jones very lightly. I feel no outrage, just confidence based. Like I don't need things in my system. I'm fine, sort
but
of thing.
here's the whole conspiracy about everything as well, and that is that would people say that John Jones is not on drugs? I mean, he has tested positive for a performance enhancing supplement or whatever it was. That's what he was suspended for. And now that is in his system again, and they're saying that it's because of some pulsing, uh,
Yeah,
the blood pulses around, and then sometimes it will show, sometimes it won't.
yeah.
Um, it's a lot like a lot of fighters are saying, you should fight clean or don't fight at all.
Agreed, agreed. I think most people in the sport agree. I'd assume because from from the best of my knowledge, everything seems like fair fight is in most people's spirit.
Yeah.
So I think it's a rare event. This yeah. Should we hop into the Hall versus Lewis fight?
Yes. So this is one of the fights that really interested me. I'm a real big fan of Uriah Hall. I'm not really supposed to be a biased kind of guy, but Uriah Hall, he's really exciting when he's at the right mindset, I would say.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so he came through the Ultimate Fighter. Joanne, could you turn up your mic a little bit? It's
Yeah,
sounding a little bit low.
yeah, I cranked it up a little bit,
Okay, thanks.
so hopefully, yeah,
So he was a bit of a comeback from behind shot in this fight. It was a right hook, I believe, and then during his um, post-fight interview with Joe Rogan, he was saying that he dedicated this fight for his sister that is suffering from depression at the moment, which I thought was a really cool gesture, and it's great. Like both him and um, the Gypsy King. People are gonna kill me for not remembering the name of this guy, the boxer.
yeah. I don't have a clue.
Tyson Fury. That's it.
Tyson Fury.
He's also saying that he's battling for everyone with depression. So it's great to have this kind of people that do such a tough sport like this to be talking about depression and how it can really take over people's lives, and it is a real sickness.
Yeah.
I mean, Joan, I guess through your day job, you have worked with a few people with depression and things
Yes,
like that.
for sure. I mean, people get like can get physically crippled by their anxiousness or their inability to move about in the whole world as you'd expect from a normally functioning human. I mean, being bedridden without any physical symptoms isn't impossible. So yeah, it's quite the thing to have to battle.
Yeah, this was a bit of a tearjerker during the event. This event had everything. It had everyone being angry at John Jones at the start. It had this emotional victory from someone that was, I would say, was probably losing the fight, and yeah, it was an emotional night for sure.
Yeah.
Emotional. So up on the next fight that we would want to talk about.
Hmm. So that's Hall versus Penn.
So here, this is one of the things that is like, it's a legend of the sport in BJ Penn
Yeah.
being shown that there is a new era in Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall, he's known as the Wizard, and I'm sure he's got a. I'm not really done my homework on this guy too much. He's also through the Ultimate Fighter, but yeah, I'm sure he has a few jiu-jitsu titles under his belt, and as you can see from the top image there, his heel hooks
Yeah.
are, yeah, they are devastating. They so quickly. I mean, BJ Penn, he's known for his toughness and his great submission abilities as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks on the
Submitted so
picture.
fast.
For me, it looks in the picture like he's got him in a full hold. Like he's smiling. It looks like he's like, yes, I got it. And the
Yeah,
other guy hasn't even gotten his in the picture right leg around him yet to be able to work against him. So
yeah. I
it's
mean,
that has
it
to be
happened. It
so
happened so
fast.
quick. Yeah,
Yeah,
it did happen so quick. And I
yeah,
mean, I'm sure Ryan Hall, this is his favorite move, should I say? So I'm sure once he got it, he was like, okay, I
yeah,
got him now.
yeah,
This is over. Um, I personally would like to see BJ Penn retire now. He's an old dude. He's really, really coming along, and like I don't want to see him lose anymore, shall I say? I want to see like I want to remember him for his exciting fights, and I don't want to see him lose anymore.
yeah, yeah. Sounds good.
Uh, so next fight, this was a very weird one, shall I say?
Yeah, that's a bit of a controversial TKO or no contest or
Uh,
whatever it ended up as.
It ended as a TKO, and this is what I'm
Yeah,
saying. This is all the emotions right here, because now you're feeling like, oh, what the fuck again? Because I'm sure this was going to be a great fight, Kat Zingano versus Megan Anderson, and shit, I think it was like in the first minute, Megan Anderson threw this head kick, uh,
yeah,
as you can see on the top right hand side, and toe directly in the eye.
yeah,
I tried to contact the referee that was actually doing the fight, Mark Goddard, and ask him what exactly he was saying during the action, because from what was shown on TV, you could hear that he's shouting something,
yeah,
and Zingano is just turning away, and obviously like this with her eyes closed, and then even Megan Anderson wasn't sure what to do, first of all. So she just came forward and was waiting, also looking at the referee. And then I think she threw two strikes to the body just to make sure that the fight is still going on. And then, yeah, referee Mark Goddard called it, and it's a TKO win for Megan Anderson.
yeah.
It's, I'll say it's quite upsetting. I mean, as well, someone of your expertise of of coming straight into this and being like, a lot of people will say like, what just happened,
Yeah,
you know? Um,
yeah. The way I see it, the way I've had it, or the way I understand it, it's eye poking is prohibited, but it's not a poke because a poke is described in the rules as directly with fingers or hand. Like you're not expecting someone to be able to precision poke someone with their foot in the eye.
yeah, exactly.
It's
Unless you're, I guess, unless you're kicking with one toe pointing directly up compared to the rest,
yeah,
which you'll have to be very well skilled to be able to poke people in the eyes with your toes.
yeah,
We see a lot of the times with fighters when they are reaching out with their fingers like this
yeah.
instead of with a closed fist, and now they've actually bring it into the rules that you should have a closed fist, but you can't close your foot with a kick.
No, no,
Can't. So
it's just not there. The flexibility in the foot to be able to bring the toes away when you're kicking.
I
So
just feel sorry for Kat Zingano.
yeah,
I mean, all the things that she's been through. I'm hoping that maybe this could be overturned to a no contest and that they could fight again.
yeah. Write
That
it
would
up
be,
as a freak accident and
yeah, for
move
sure.
on. Don't apply any rule changes or anything. Just okay, this happened. Move on, kind of deal. Because
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it wasn't enough fight there for them to be able to judge the scorecards or anything.
yeah,
So I'll just wipe it off and start again when Zingano has healed up. She thought at this time that she actually ruptured her eye. I can't remember exactly the injuries that she had, but she had some bleeding in the eye and a
Yeah.
laceration on the eyelid and things like that. Do you remember, Joanne?
She had increased eye pressure, laceration, as you said,
Hmm.
something. Yeah, and then the scratch on the eyelid as well.
Yeah, but no career-threatening damage, I think,
It didn't look like it.
which is
No.
good.
Yeah, yeah. So let's jump into the Mendes fight.
Yes, so Volkanovski versus Mendes,
Yeah,
and this fight was a war. It was a great fight. I gave it myself fight of the night because it was just two guys that were going in there and scrapping, and any one of them could have fell easily.
yeah,
Volkanovski got the win, and Mendes decided to retire. If nobody really heard that, it was a bit swept under the rug, but yeah, I really think that Mendes could easily continue fighting. And Volkanovski, he's really showing that he is a someone to be reckoned with in the 145-pound division.
yeah.
And could you believe that this guy used to play rugby at 214 pounds
No,
and now he's fighting at 145 pounds?
no. I would not add 100 pound to him and
Okay.
be like, oh, you're in fighting condition. That
Yeah.
looks like a fighting
I'll
condition for
I'll
that guy.
I'll have to show you the pictures once this is ended.
Yeah, yeah,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
he played professional rugby in his homeland of New Zealand. I think it's New Zealand.
Yeah, it is.
Um, yeah, 214 pounds,
Yeah.
and he's like 5'4", 5'6", something like that.
That would have been a very sturdy dude. Like
Yeah, for
that's
sure, for sure.
that's a log.
Uh, so that was fight of the night, but now let's go to what I would say was performance of the night and story of the night, to be
Yes.
honest. So the unbeaten was finally beaten. After
Yeah.
13 years, Cyborg was stopped in the first round
Yeah.
by Amanda Nunes.
Yeah. That's quite the ferocious face she's making, and I mean she earned it for sure. That was quite a scrap.
Yeah, this was two girls that just went in there and thought we're gonna slug it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for broke and just throw bombs. And yeah, same. I don't know if it's a thing of Nunes was faster or if she's just the one that connected harder. But I'm sure if there'll be a rematch, there'll be a completely different game plan from Cyborg's part. And when this happened, we was in a bar in New York watching the event. If anybody is listening to this podcast who's from New York and wants to watch UFC, it's called Stout,
Yeah.
and they show all the UFC events. So everyone in the bar was just going absolutely crazy. We have witnessed history with this.
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes, and what I think as well, people are proclaiming that she is the best female fighter in the world, or at least in the UFC.
Mhm.
I am sure that she is, and I've said this from when she beat Misha Tate. I said this from when she beat Ronda Rousey in the first round. She has beat Cyborg in the first round.
Yeah.
She's the better. Who else?
There's not that many left.
No, who
That's on
else?
that level. Yeah. That's true.
Just crazy. And also Misha Tate retired after fighting her.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey retired after fighting her.
Yeah.
I would people saying that this was the last fight or one of the last fights on Cyborg's contract, and I'm hoping that she does stay in the UFC because I'd love to see this fight again.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this fight will go again. If you hear beeping in the background, that's my dishwasher. We are not in any way professional around here. This is real life.
Yeah.
So just to say a bit of behind the scenes work I am in my home.
Cool, dude. Cool. Let's move on to the main card.
The main event.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Sweden. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Our pride, our fighting pride was
yeah,
just run over, I would
yeah,
say. John Jones, yep, he's back. All the PED stuff aside,
yeah.
this I would say that Alex didn't really look himself, but Jones didn't really look himself either. There was a bit of a stalemate when they were feeling each other out
Hmm.
with the boxing. I know this would be probably be a opinion that people don't like, but I'll say that once Gustafsson is on his back, he's not one of the greatest anymore.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that Gus has a great wrestling base, but it is mostly him staying up on his feet when people are trying to take him down,
yeah,
or it is him muscling people and getting people to the ground. So if he's on top, that's great, but if he's on the bottom, as you have seen with Jones, it's not a pretty sight.
no,
And Jones even said, if I can hold him down for 30 seconds, then I know it's mine.
yeah,
And that's exactly what happened.
yeah.
You have any input on that, Johan?
Well, I'm more in the. I think it's fair to say that the fight is legit, and I don't agree with people who are saying that the drugs would have any effect on the fight, other than the fact that he's taken drugs. But we know that he's been judged for it, so it doesn't matter anymore since he served his time.
Mm.
That's just my opinion on the whole thing. Other than that,
But is it still
sad
in
to
the
see
system?
sad to see them all lose. But I mean, congratulations to Jones. I hope he get to fight a lot more.
And I am a bit sick of the backlash of all, for some reason with Swedish people, I've always seen that when someone is winning, they're very much with them, and then when someone's losing, oh, he wasn't
Yes,
good enough to do that kind of thing.
yes, we are very quick to discard people who are failing. In Sweden at a high sports level, it doesn't matter what it is, free sports or outdoor events, ice hockey, football. When you're on the top, everyone loves you, and as soon as you make a mistake, you're dropped pretty fast. That's I don't know why that is, but that's what I experience a lot of the time when I'm watching things. Yeah.
So I, for one, would not say that Gustafsson should quit at all.
No.
I think he will learn from this. He was the number one contender in the light heavyweight division for a very long time. I just think he should fight a few more people that are around him in the rankings. Um, Not just in Sweden, because obviously I want to go to a big UFC event in Sweden again. But he should travel a bit more and yeah, definitely get more fights in the year.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep chugging. Keep
Yeah,
chugging.
keep active.
Yeah.
That would be my biggest thing. Because as well, he came into this fight being like a year and a half off almost.
Hmm.
Like obviously Jones was also off for a long time because of suspension, but maybe Gus could have got the edge if he kept active a bit more.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So let's go into the last fight of the night. Uh,
Oh no, the look into the future, you mean?
uh,
It, it, this is
the last fight of the podcast that we're talking about.
yes, the
Let's
last
do that.
subject, shall we say
Yes.
then?
Yes. Here we go.
So, um,
Don't you
this
dare leave the
like
names to me. Yeah. I'll fuck that up instantly.
so this is Henry Cejudo versus
Yeah.
TJ Dillashaw. As you can see, champ versus champ again.
Yeah.
Now, I'm I kind of like that this was happening sometimes. Like when Conor done it, sure, it got a big pop and everything, and when Daniel Cormier done it, but are they gonna keep on doing this? Are they gonna keep on saying that there are gonna be these super fights that is champion versus champion, and then stalling a weight division for 6 months while they scramble to get an answer of
Hmm.
if they're gonna be, um, you know, defending that belt or going down in weight again?
Yeah.
There has been rumors that the UFC is going to shut down the whole flyweight division that Henry Cejudo is the champion
Oh,
for as well. So people are saying that this is the plan, that TJ Dillashaw is going to come in and
take the
destroy
belt.
him and take the belt and close down the division.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I don't know. Cejudo, he's had his good times and bad times, I'd say.
mm.
It was a very hard fought victory, and I think people are also saying that they are not sure that he won that fight against Demetrius Johnson. Um, yeah, this is another super fight. Um, to be honest, I'm sick of it. I'm
Yeah,
sick of the super fights. I think that the people in the rankings should be getting the fights that they have worked hard to do, not just I'm a champion now, I want to face another champion and
yeah,
take that belt as
yeah.
well.
You're making it a progressional ladder of how big can you get? Like, oh, not one belt. That's not the top. You gotta have three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm also thinking that like you already have a belt.
yeah,
You're already the champion. You're already getting the big money.
yeah,
So why do you need to have this double fame of becoming this double champ?
yeah,
I understand everyone's looking at Conor McGregor and saying, "Oh, this is what I want to be."
yeah,
But Conor McGregor is more of an entity than just being the first or being the person that has won two titles.
yeah,
He's the walker and the talker, shall I say?
yeah.
Um,
I'd say there's an argument for actually watering down a division when you do that as well, because you, as you said, you shut it down while the champ is away. Like,
mm.
if there is a contender, why not stay in the weight class and defend it instead of moving away to something else? Because then you're gone. I mean,
Well, his these names might fly over you, but I'm sure if you do a bit of research,
yeah, yeah,
you'll get it all
shoot
in.
guy, man.
But Henry Cejudo beat Demetrius Johnson for the flyweight title, and then after that happened, Demetrius Johnson left the company, left UFC to go and fight at One Championship, which is uh, don't shoot me if I get this wrong. At least I know that it's a promotion that's running out of Asia,
Yeah,
not but and then the UFC got like a trade off and got Ben Askren, who was fighting for One Championship. So there goes the person that should have gotten
yeah,
this fight against Cejudo.
yeah,
So then, yeah, a lot of names, a lot of flyweight fighters were dropped by the UFC directly, and I think that's where the rumors are coming from.
yeah,
I mean, this fight. Here's the weird thing, though. This fight is for the flyweight championship. So if TJ Dillashaw wins, he'll be the one that's the double champion.
yeah.
If Cejudo wins, I guess the flyweight division is still alive. I don't know if it would be like that or not.
Hmm.
I guess we'll have to see what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. The future is exciting, and we'll see what
Yes,
happens. Yeah,
definitely. So that's it for our UFC, um, our UFC special, shall I say?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I've even got my UFC jumper on and everything.
Yeah,
So next episode we'll be talking about more local news as well
yeah.
as UFC, Bellator, Cage Warriors. Um,
Yeah, a bit of a wind up for the fight night in our hometown.
yes, I'm trying to look at getting some guests for that. So everyone that's asking for the guests, please hold on. We're just starting off.
Yeah,
We still have all the technical difficulties. I have dishwashers running in the background.
yeah,
Um, so everyone, please just uh, keep the support. Thanks for the support.
yeah,
Thanks for sharing and everything.
yeah,
As I said, Joe Rogan, just give us some time. Joanne will be with you in a bit.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, on to the next thing, shall I say?
yeah. Thank you for
And
tuning in, guys. You have all our media information scrolling down here. Also in the beginning at the end of the video. Feel free to contact us about anything you ask about the podcast, feedback, any suggestions, anything of the sort. We are extremely interested in feedback, and we obviously read every message. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you, guys.
And as I said, if you want to be part of the show, just message us as well. So everyone, peace.
Peace, guys.
Bye.
Bye.